Everybody, Brendan here from Team Top Cut, coming to you with a hopefully pretty quick video. I shouldn't take too long. Basically just kind of getting into who we are. Who is Team Top Cut? What are we here to do? What do we expect from our audience? Things like that. Because I was going through all of our videos, and I'm making a few right now, so before I started posting, I was like, hey, I've actually never explained, or none of us have actually ever explained who we are. Like, our first video is a deck profile from the Richmond YCS, where one of our teammates, Trey, ended up topping with Salamangreat. And from there, we just kind of rolled with it, and we never stopped to be like, hey, this is who we are. This is an introduction. So figured I'd just make one quick, kind of give our audience a better understanding of what to expect, what they can ask from us, things like that. I should have clarified. This was our first ever logo. Still not sure if we're going to be using it much, but this was the redesign that I ended up doing not too long ago. We've been using this for most of our promotional material and most of our media. So this is probably going to be our primary logo. Still working on it, still deciding. For those who don't know, it is a play on Top Gun, which is a film franchise that high quality. I recommend it. Big fan. But yeah, so Top Cut, that's what is referred to as like the playoff in Yu-Gi-Oh events, right? The playoff at the end of the main event, or the regular event, 12 rounds go to, cut to top 64. That's the top cut of players. So just figured I'd make a little play on words there, because I enjoy Top Gun, and I enjoy making Top Cut. I don't know, figured I'd mix the two just for funsies, give us something distinct to do. Yeah. All right, so this is our current team roster. Current team captain / president is me, Brandon Outlaw. The other team members in alphabetical order is Alistair Edwards, Brian Dong, Hunter Lloyd, Nikolai Solo Hallett, and you guys should check him out, Solo Games on YouTube. He does a lot of recording like duels or matches and posting that. Very good content, especially if you're trying to learn like how to play a deck. And it's the comments of those videos will typically be like, oh, there was a misplay here. So definitely recommend. And then we've got Trey William Johnson and Willie Wilfredo Flores. This was right after a case tournament where Willie got first, and I think Nikolai got 7th. They top 8. That was a big one. There was like 90 people there. Okay, what is a Yu-Gi-Oh team and why? It's a community. That's a big thing. People don't really know necessarily what a Yu-Gi-Oh team is or why they exist. Most people will see like the jerseys and assume it's just kind of like a group of friends. Sort of. It really depends on the team. Ours in particular is really focused on community. The brand that is Team Top Cut, the shared spaces that Team Top Cut provides. Like we have Discord servers, YouTube channel where you guys can talk to each other, duel each other. We have a channel specifically for, hey, I'm looking for a match. And then obviously resources that being on a team can provide for you, like sharing cards. I share cards with my teammates all the time. They share cards with each other all the time. Trey, for instance, is borrowing his impulses from Alistair for his Salamangreat deck. Playtesting, if I'm going to be playtesting with somebody, my first go-to is going to be my teammates. Event-related resources as well, so I'll bring snacks for the team, and then any of my teammates, if they want a snack, they can just come to me and I'll give them something. But it's also more than that. It's I'm going to be in this area. So I guess a good example would be YCS Orlando coming up. A couple of us are in South Florida, not too far from Orlando. So members of Team Top Cut that aren't in Florida are going to be flying in to stay with us, and then we're just gonna drive up together to go to the event. It's gonna be pretty good and a lot more cost effective for everybody. Trusted sources of discussion. This is a really big one. I mean, how many of you have a group of people that you talk to Yu-Gi-Oh about specifically, that between locals or downtime, or you just want to talk about a particular deck or go over your deck build? That's what a team can provide for you. They can be your trusted source of, hey, what do you guys think about this? Or if I ever have a question about something or I want feedback at something, first thing I'm doing is running to our team Discord and in the team chats asking questions, or adding a particular teammate being like, hey, I need to pick your brain on this. It helps keep information controlled. There's going to be people throwing information at you like, oh, here's my opinion on this, here's my opinion on that, or they'll have something to say, and the average player doesn't really know what's correct. They'll think that they're correct, or they'll have an opinion about something, but your average player is going to have an average perspective on something. And so if you're constantly absorbing average information, you're going to have average results, or maybe even not even average. If 10 people are coming to you from separate areas, and let's say all of their advice is really good, they're really good players, that's still 10 different opinions, and that's going to be hard to really digest or get a dialogue from. In a team space, everyone gets to participate in the discussion. So if you have a different opinion than your teammate, talk it out, figure it out, and then come to a conclusion on what is like correct. Opinions you trust. That's kind of going into what I was talking about earlier. Like, you trust your teammates. They're your teammates for a reason. You're on this team for a reason. So obviously I would trust the opinions of my teammates over the opinions of somebody else. Connections. This is a big one. Actually, one of our teammates, Alistair, is really cool guy, someone that I never would have met without one of my teammates. So you make a lot of connections from this game, and especially from the people that are on the team with you. Is you'll get to meet these people, and they'll introduce you to other people that may be able to help you more than they could. And it's fun. It is a lot of fun. It's fun being able to say like, oh, I'm on a team with my friends, or getting to have a decent chance to sort of goof around or focus on this game with these people that I really enjoy being around. Like, every single one of my teammates I love talking to, I love being around. I enjoy hanging out with in and out of Yu-Gi-Oh spaces. And so the fact that I get to participate and I guess participate's the right word, really invest in this passion with people that I love, it's a privilege. It really is. And then additional potential benefits are sponsors and reduced travel expenses. So really what these can do is it can provide the ability to make this game competitively more affordable. So sponsors might cover food or gas or a plane ticket or hotel rooms, right? They will reduce your travel expenses in order to, be someone that sponsors you, you promote them. And then also the reduced travel expenses can just be, hey, 4 of us on this team are driving up to this event together. That's splitting gas 4 ways. That's going to make it cheaper to go. Or we're splitting a hotel room 4 ways. That's going to make it cheaper to stay. It really is like a big deal. And honestly, if you can be in a team, I recommend it. It's extremely beneficial. One of my closest friends, Jordan, I've convinced him to start a team with the people that he plays with regularly, and it has been nothing but beneficial for them. So I'd recommend it. Be on a team, join a team, or at least spend time around a team. You don't necessarily have to be on it, but use the resources that the team can provide. So what do we do? Media, YouTube, streaming, Discord, and potential growth to other social media platforms. So this is kind of what I'm talking about, where you can engage with other teams, like engage with us on our YouTube, our streams, our Discord, ask us questions, link a deck list and be like, hey, what do you guys think? We are here to be a resource for you. That's what we do. That is what we do. We make media in an attempt to reach our audience and help make them better. And I'm going to get into that a little bit later, but that's what we're here to do. That is Team Top Cut's primary directive, is to make you better. Make you better at this game. Services, coaching, and open communication through our media. So this is a good example of, we are here to make you better. Coaching is probably the single most helpful thing anybody can do when it comes to a passion of theirs. And it's a little taboo, and it's a little bit hard to justify spending the money on it, but it's going to make you a much better player, and it's going to unlock areas of your brain that you might not even have realized existed, or like you're making connections that you wouldn't have seen, or you're getting perspectives that you wouldn't have seen before. I like to say that the best way to get better at the game is to spend time around people that are better than you. And so coaching is going to be an opportunity for you to get that in a controlled space and really shortcut and circumvent the improvement process. It's going to make the learning curve way less daunting, because what's going to happen is, instead of having to learn the hard way, you're being educated quickly, efficiently through people that have done this, have experience doing it, have been in your shoes, and have been past where you are now. And they're just trying to help get you there too. I like to think that coaching, you could spend $20 on a coaching session, or you can spend $20 on a card. And what's going to go further? Well, the improvements that you're going to make through that coaching session are going to be, I don't want to say infinitely, but considerably more helpful to you than spending that $20 on that card would be. Like, you could either get an extra copy of, Thrust, or you could get a coaching session that will improve you fundamentally as a player. And what's going to put in more legwork? What will? So really, I want people to kind of put aside their ego and be open to coaching. And if you look at it, like, all of the best players either are coaches or get coaching. One of the people that we coach is a former Irish national champion. Incredible player. Honestly, better player than I am. And he still comes and gets coaching from us because he is an intelligent, well thought out player who knows that coaching can provide beneficial service to them as a duelist. And because of that, they're here. Sorry for all the self promo there. And then gameplay, right? We play a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! And we win a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! So that's what we do. All of our members have done historically extremely well at this game. Obviously through a long time of trial and tribulation and improvement, but we have people that have, top 4 nationals, top 4 YCSs, wins regionals, top 8 roots regionals, top 8s, like everything that you can think of competitively, we've done. Outside of, like, I don't think we have somebody who's won a nationals yet, but we're working on it. We'll get there. We'll get there, or we'll get you there. Hey. All right. Why you should support us. We will make you a better player. This is a guarantee, not a just kind of throw out there like, oh, but world's best cup of coffee. No, we will make you a better player. If you come to our Discord, if you watch our YouTube videos tailored around the topics that you're looking to watch, what we're going to do is improve you in those areas. We are going to make you better at this game than you were when you started watching or engaging or participating. I promise. This is a commitment that Team Top Cut is making to you as our audience. We will make you better at this game. We're going to provide high quality gameplay and results, content, communication, and we're going to do it cleanly. So we are good players. We get a lot of results because we are good players. All of the content that we make, I try to make as good as possible, and so we can not get it wrong. That's kind of important. I don't want to have to make a second video later on being like, oops, sorry. We'll make edits and addendums. Obviously, I mean, our Musket Fiendsmith stuff, we made 3 or 4 videos in that series because things evolved or changes got made into how the deck gets played, and so we've made something new to keep up with it. And then communication. We will communicate with you very thoroughly. If you're in our Discord, if you ask us questions, you add us, or you want help with something, we will communicate with you. We'll get back to you on it. And we'll do it as timely as we possibly can. But yeah, I mean, that's something that you're not going to get everywhere. Obviously, if we get massive, it'll get a little bit harder to keep track of that. But I will do my utmost, and I will make sure that this team does its utmost to communicate with you as quickly and as high quality as possible, and do it cleanly as well. Not a lot of mess, not a lot of fuss. Like, we're not going to just pump out a video every week or half a week just because, we want videos to be out. I like to say quality over quantity. So everything that we make needs to be up to a certain standard, or else we're not going to release it. And so while some people might benefit from the weekly release, or like, oh, I can't wait till I post on Mondays, right? I want it to be that you guys can't wait until we post. Like, when you see our video, jump on it, right? That's what I'm looking for. And I don't want it to be something where it's like, oh, it's just, video of the week, or you scroll past a video because you have no interest in it. I want you to be interested in what we have to say, because what we have to say will make you a better player. We give specific and thorough coverage of decks and archetypes, not given the attention we or our audience feel it needs or deserves. We actually grew quite a bit in YouTube, what are they called? Subscribers, from the Musketeer Fiendsmith stuff and the Vanquisher video that we made. 2 decks that, while have done well kind of when we made the videos on them, they're very popular decks with their player base. Now, they're not massive or rampant, but there's not a lot of attention given to these things. And we feel like those are the types of decks that if you as a player can improve to do really well with, you're going to do really well with the deck. And, while we may end up doing something for what is meta at the time, like, Ryzul, right now, Ryzul, Malice, Yubel, what we're really looking for is we want to reward you for watching us and engaging with us by giving you thorough coverage of what you're here to see. What do you want talked about from people that play the game hyper competitively? We can provide that for you. Core elements of what it takes to be a good player. This is something that I go over a lot in stream, and the videos that I'm sort of making right after this, like I'm going one into another, is really about how to improve as a player, or, you know, applying good player etiquette to certain aspects of the game. Things most content creators miss or don't cover in their content. Most content creators, they're quick with it, right? They're appealing to the algorithm. They're just trying to make it as digestible as possible. You know, we understand that we're not going to get 1 million views on our videos, but what we want is to make sure that we cover a lot of bases. And we're not going to hit everything every single time, but we want to be a space for you to sit down and watch and learn. And not every single provider of content is going to be able to give that to you. And we're enthusiastic. We care. We're happy to be here. I love making this stuff. I love making these videos. I love streaming. It's great. I love Yu-Gi-Oh! And I love the players who play Yu-Gi-Oh! So, and we're accessible, easy to reach. So if you have a question, launch it to us on our Discord, on our YouTube videos, come into our stream, and yeah, we're accessible. What we want from our audience. Oh, I didn't do the clicky thingy to this one. Oh well, that's fine. What we want from our audience, we want suggestions for content. Let us know what you want to see. We were just talking about how we will make content tailored to our audience that goes in depth into things that don't get covered a lot. If you have suggestions for us, let us know and we'll talk about it. I mean, basically half of the streams that I've done have been me adding people in Discord being like, yo, what do we want? What do you want to see? Like, what should I make this about? Like I think somebody requested a Sprite video once. So Trey and I streamed talking about Sprite for, 2 hours. Feedback. Help us improve our content so we can be as good for you as possible. We've gotten a lot of positive feedback on our deck profiles. I'm grateful for that. Yeah, let us know what works so we can keep doing it. Let us know what didn't work so we can stop doing it. But just engage with us. We will get better if you help us get better. And then engagement on existing content. Algorithm is what it is. Obviously, the more popular something is, the more likely it is to reach an audience. And if we're trying to make everybody as good as they possibly can be, or we're trying to make as good of content for as many people as possible, you got to engage with it. You got to like it. You got to watch it. You got to comment on it. So engage. Skyshaker engage. It's Skyshaker Mobilize engage, isn't it? Mess that up. Questions. Ask us questions. We'd love to answer questions. I love to interact with the people that are in our Discord. That every time somebody comments on one of our videos, I'm answering it, or somebody else on the team is answering it. Like, one of us is going to get to you. And join our community. All right, Discord link, Twitch. That's going to be in the description. I think I put bio. The description of all of our YouTube channels. Not channels, videos. Like, if you go through and look at any of our YouTube videos, you're going to see our Discord, our Twitch, our Metafy for coaching services. All of that should be in the description. So yeah, that's it. We are Team Top Cut. Happy to be here. Happy to provide for you guys. Cool. I'm going to go record some more videos. So